if you are the agent who is handling that ticket, you will simply, as a HRBP, you will simply update that information in the system, and that's how it works. Like, creating the ticket, resolving the ticket, and approving the ticket. So this all comes under the HR service delivery. So these three are the major modules, I would say, and then under that there are different features. So just scroll up and let's go with core HR and payroll. So just click on it. Let's explore how does the homepage looks like. So whenever you log in to SAP or any user logins to SAP, that's how it looks like. The look and feel, more or less, as I said, it's similar. It's not something which is where you are going to have a different view. It can be customized as per the requirement of your organization, right? So very first thing that you just cross it. Very first thing that you get to see, there are certain there are certain icons on your top upper in the middle of top row. Manage teams, where you will get to see your team data. Request time off, from where you can apply your leave request. Request feedback, where you can ask for the feedback from your team member, from your manager, from HR, or anybody else, right? Give feedback if you are a manager. If you want to give any feedback to somebody else, as a peer, if you want to give a feedback to your colleague, you can give feedback. Then create activity, if you want to create a task. Give an award, if you want to give a spot award to somebody, like you are a manager, you want to reward your team member, then you can give award from here itself. Company documents, or the company SOPs, policies, processes, all sort of document you can get here. And there is reminder. So if you want to navigate through this page, just scroll down. So you will get to see what really needs your attention, what are the tasks which are which are aligned for you, which needs to be completed depending upon which module it is. So let's suppose there is learning assignment, there is a training which is due for you, and it is due by 35 days, overdue by 35 days. So here you will get that information. There is job requisition request. If you are a recruiter, there is a job requisition request which will appear on your board, right? Then you will also get to see, if you are a manager, then there is a pending task from this particular team member. You will get to see all this information, and as a manager, you can send a reminder email from here itself. You don't have to open your Outlook or your Gmail for that to write an email and send it. You can do it from the system itself. If you scroll down, you will also get to see what are the organization's update. So commonly, this is the view that you get to see. Now let's just explore any employee's information. Okay, you are able to see the home button, right, on upper left corner, just beside SAP. Yeah, if you click on it, just click on this drop down. See, you will get to see all this information starting from home, then compensation, then continuous feedback, continuous performance development, employee profile, goals, growth, learning. These are the different, I would say, different talent management life cycles, right? It starts with the onboarding, then talent management, payroll, employee grievances, goals, performance management, and everything, right? Everything is visible here. Now let's just go to employee 5. So that's how somebody's profile is visible. Now again, depending upon the role that you have, you will get to see the information of this person. So let's suppose if you are an HRBP or HREP, then you will get to see the entire information of this person, right? So very first thing that you will get to see about about this person, on the left hand side there are different views. Okay, so First one is personal information. You will get to see that employees' personal information, their name, their gender, their from where they are, their biographic information, right? Date of birth, country of birth. If you just scroll down, you will get to see other information. Just scroll down. Their address information, contact information, their national ID information, primary emergency contact, dependents, payment information, all this will be visible under the personal data. Now, if somebody asks you to change the information, what would you do? You can see there is a pen button. In each tile, you get to see there is a edit button, right? If you click on it, you can edit that information. But again, if you have the access to do so, then only you will get to see this edit button. If you don't have, then of course there will be another process in your organization. That's how the information will be updated. But how HR used to update anybody's information is like this. So here you will simply update the information. Okay. Now just go to job data next to personal data on the left hand side.
Ruchi, I just have one question. In the
Yes.
personal data, it is showing payment information. So
Yeah.
payment information reflects the salary part, right?
This doesn't show the compensation. Basically, it will basically show the I think under the payment information, your bank account details that will be shown.
Because it is mentioned cash, so I was just curious why it
So
is.
this is just a demo which is being given, but again, you know how the information should be reflected and how, to what extent it should be visible to others. It all being customized and decided by the organization itself. This is just a demo, and I believe yahan pe na is just the bank information, bank account number, which is visible, and that will not be visible to anybody else, but just to the person or to the HR person. That's it.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So when you go to the job information, here you will get to see all the job related, like his position, his manager, his business unit, division, department, all that information. You remember those four buckets which I explained you during the SAP HCM? You remember that?
1001100.
Yeah, correct. So that's how it's sort of same. This is the job data where it will only show you the information related to that person's job, right? So uska reporting manager ho gaya, and then all other things. If you just scroll down, uska job relationship, who is the HR EP for that person, right? Employment history details, when it got hired, and then what was the first day work, original start date, seniority date, promotion, everything. So that will be visible under this. Now let's just go to compensation. Here you will get to see the comp information for that particular person. कोई बोनस पे आउट है, कोई अलाउंसेस पे आउट है, all that will be visible here itself. Then go to time management. Here you will get to see the time sheet, leave request, how many leaves are scheduled for that person. Then go to benefits. All sort of benefits which are maybe medical insurance or any other benefit which is applicable to that person, that will be reflected here. Performance and goals under this, his performance history. So goals will be reflected here. What are the goals, annual goals or quarterly goals or biannual goals, whatever the duration for that goal, that will be reflected here. How is the performance history, how that person have been rated as per their goals. If you just scroll down, overall competency, maybe quarter on quarter or year on year, how does it looks like, overall objective, whether that person has met all the goals or not. So all this information will be reflected under performance and goals. Succession planning is basically how that person looks like, if whether that person is if that person get promoted, do we have any other person to fill in his position, or is this person is basically up for taking any other role, right? Where does it lie in the talent pool, whether for high potentials, or it will be considered for the leadership role, or whether it lies for top talent. How does the that picture looks like. So all this thing will be visible under succession. Learning and development, the most important one here, you will get to see as an HR person, you will get to see whether that person has completed all the trainings or not. If not, then you can get that information from here itself, or historically what all trainings that person has done, right? And what are the goals, training goals for that particular person with respect to the L&D. And there is this talent profile, work experience with the organization, any special project if they have worked on, functional experience, any certificates if they are holding, if they have done any certifications, right? Leadership experience, all these things. Again, this can be customized as per the requirement of the organization. Now let's do one thing. So this is a person, okay? Just scroll up. Yeah. You go to his team size. So this Molly Huddleston, she has 6 team members under her. Okay. So that's how you will get to see, if you are a manager in place of Molly, if Ritik is a manager of all these 6 people, how the manager will be able to access the information. So there is a card icon on the right side. Just click on it. Yeah. So that's how you will get to see, as a manager, you will get to see all the information about this person. Now if you want to explore more information, then you just beside spotlight, there's an icon, yeah, full profile, just click on it. So that's how you will get to see the entire information about that person. But again, what information a manager should be looking at, only that will be visible to you. You won't be able to see entire information about that person. Something which is very personal, like PII, like your social security number, or your very personal information, that should not be shared with anybody else, that will not be visible here. Okay, now go back, and now I would want you to open this person's manager profile and see the difference.
This person manager profile.
Not this person, Molly Hudson itself. You go to employee profile, go to employee files, or maybe you cross it. Yeah, click on this explore home page. Yeah, go to employee profile, employee files from home. Yeah, just find who's the manager, from where you will get that information. Who is Molly's manager?
It will on the job data,
Yeah, correct.
job information. It's a supervisor
Yeah,
or manager. So it
yeah,
depends.
yeah. So click on it. Click on Jerry. Yeah. Click on full profile. So you see the difference? Did you see the difference? When you clicked on the team members profile, it had a different visual. like what all information should be visible to a manager. But when it comes to a manager, like your manager, then what should be the view? So that's the difference, like what should be a manager's view, what should be an employee's view, what an employee can view and what a manager can view. There are different accesses to it.
But
So that's it. You will only be able to see as as of your manager, you will only be able to see uh, this much information only, not full profile.
okay, so man, the HR will be also able to see this much information, and he will be able to see all the information.
So if that HR is directly handling that person, so let's suppose if Jerry is somebody who falls under your span, then you should be able to see the entire information. What is actually, what really help you to uh, 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 access the information and help you to track that information. So let's suppose HR को क्या क्या information चाहिए होती है, उसकी leave information चाहिए होती है, उसके प्रोफाइल should be visible there, uska training data should be visible there, comp information should be there. So all that will be visible to you as a HR person if you are handling this person directly. If there is another HRBP for this person, then you won't be able to see that information, of course.
Okay, okay, got it. Understood. It's a very similar to HRMS system actually.
Yeah, it's so as I said that all the HRMS which are there, they works in a similar manner only. If you know one tool, then you will get to you will get the understanding of another tool. You can handle it very well. It's just there are different sort of user experience, like different sort of views or different sort of layouts. It's just that, but the mechanism how it works at the back end, it works in the similar manner. SAP is bit complicated because this is being used by larger organizations where the number is very large. So how these things are designed and how it works, that will be a bit complicated. But to make it easy for an HR person, because you just have to deal with the this front page only where you are updating the information, you're just limited to that. But if you become a SAP consultant where you are dealing with the back end of the application, where you are basically designing the entire system, then it's altogether a different story. Got it? So now let's take a pause and let me just explain you about. So was everybody able to access it? I'm not
Yes.
able to hear anybody else. Guys, were you able to access it?
Yes.
Aditi, Sakshi, Atesh, Shruti, Divya.
Yes, yes. I'm able to log in and able to access it.
Okay, perfect. So have you ever used any other HRMS, similar HRMS? If you have used, then you would have got this feeling that other tools are also working in a similar manner.
Our internal tools actually.
Yes, Ruchi, I have used UKG.
You have used UKG. Yeah, so UKG itself is a very good tool. Now that you have explored the homepage, you have explored the employee profile, you will also get to explore the organization structure, how it looks like. We are going to navigate through that as well. Now let's understand the employee central, which is the core of the and the heart of the success factors. So employee central is a core HR module where you see the core HR and payroll. Core HR is the employee central. So if you compare it to SAP HCM, Employee Central is where all the employee master data resides, right? And almost every HR process starts here. When we open any employee profile, we get to see the personal information, personal data, which you just now explored, their employment details, their job data, their reporting relationships, their compensation information, right? So now let's think about the HR activities. If somebody gets promoted, where that information needs to be updated, right? If somebody get transferred, where that information needs to be updated. If there is a salary revision, where this will be reflected. If there is any manager change, from where you can change the manager or where it will be reflected. If there is any location change, where it will be reflected and how you can update that information. So all these updates are maintained in the employee central, right? So we have already explored that. What you need to notice is how this data is organized in this application, and also notice that how easily HR can access employee records, right? If you compare it to SAP HCM, where you used to put codes to explore it, right? That was bit complicated. First, you need to remember those codes, and once you remember that code, then you put it, and then you go to employee information, then you update the info types, right? It was bit tedious process. However, this is simple, right? Now let's understand the workflows and ES and MSS. So one of the biggest advantage of success factors is process automation through workflows. Traditionally, what used to happen that HR teams handle many requests manually through emails, spreadsheets, Excels. But Success Factors has cut that short and reduced that dependency by routing request automatically. And how that is happening is through employee self-service, which is ESS, which allows employee to update personal details, apply for leaves, access documents, view organization information. And when it comes to the manager's self-service, which is MSS, which allows manager to approve request, review team information, and initiate employee changes. So let's just understand it with the help of a workflow example. So there is an employee that submits a request. What happens next? The manager reviews, and on the left hand side, the workflow, how the workflow runs, that is really depicted here. So if employee submits a request, then it goes to manager for review, then manager approves it, and then it goes to HR verifies the information, and the process is completed. That's how it works, right? So that's how it's working actually in the SAP Success Factors environment itself. Now let's moving on to reporting and analytics. Of course, the live demo is not available. How does it looks? But there is a in your portal itself. If you have the access, you will get to see one icon of reporting. If you click on that, you will get to see a number of reports which are coming by default from the system, and you can explore it. If you want to create, if you have access, you can create a report based on the information which is available to you. You can also do so. So HR is, these days what is happening, HR is increasingly becoming data driven function, right? And reporting is one of the most valuable capabilities within the success factors. So instead of manually compiling these spreadsheets, sorry, HR team can basically generate the reports directly from the system itself. And what are those common reports that you will get to see here is one is headcount report, your employee directory, organization charts, workforce summary, leaves, attendance, all these kind of reports you will get to see. Your attrition data, how many people have completed your training data, you will get to see all these reports. The compensation, salaries, salary structure, the comp report, you will get to see everything. So that's what is happening under the reporting and analytics. Now let's understand success factors in the real world. Now let's connect everything what we have learned to the real world organization. So many companies using the employee central as the system of record for employee data. And this information may then integrated with the payroll system or finance system or reporting tool. If there are any other tools in place, then it's get integrated with that. So success factors is not just a software application, but it's a larger part of HR ecosystem. So I would want you to take away here is that technology is enabling HR team to focus less on administrative tasks but more on strategic initiatives. And as HR professionals, your value comes from understanding the business processes. The system is simply an enabler that really helps you to execute those processes more efficiently. So this is something that you need to remember and keep in mind always. Now, let's go back to the environment. And this is a practical assignment that each one of you has to do. Now you understand how does, what is the success factors, how does it looks, how I can navigate through the information, how I can do, any action. So basis on that, what you need to do, your objective is you need to search an employee, you need to review his his profile information, you need to understand the organization relationship, right? What is the reporting structure of that person, how it looks, what is the chart for that. And you also you can't really generate a report, so we are skipping that part. And you also get to you need to explore the historically how many requests that person has raised, how that is happening. And you need to take screenshot of each. So you open a word file and you need to take a screenshot of each of these. That's how you will get to explore, or that's how you will get to learn how I can navigate through this system. So I believe that every one of you have understood what needs to be done, right? And the goal here is not speed कि कौन कितना जल्दी इस employee profile को ढूंढ के and get the information. The goal is here to get the familiarity with the platform. So again, I am just stopping here and I would want now one of you to share your screen. And this time, I think other than Ritik, if anybody else can share your screen, that would be great. So who is going next? I think I should call out a name then. How about you, Shruti? Shruti, can you share your screen? Are you sharing your screen? Okay. Go back to the system. Yeah.
Wait 1 second.
Yeah. Now let's just go to the explore the company organization chart. Click on that. Right. So you have seen that you are always just coming landing up on the same page, each one of you, right? Now click on next. How does the company organization chart looks like? You will get to understand that. Now navigate to organization chart. No, where the notification, go to home. From home, upper left corner. No, on the same page, upper left corner, where there is a home button. Yeah, drop down, go to organization chart, org chart. Yeah. So that's how the org chart looks like. If there is a direct reporting of somebody to someone, it will be shown as a solid line. But if there is matrix reporting, like if that person has dual reporting, so there will be a dotted line. So with the help of dotted line, you will get to understand, okay, this organization has a matrix reporting structure where this person has dual reporting. There is one person whom that person is reporting directly in that geography, and there is other person in some other geography that person is also reporting, right? So there are organizations which has a matrix reporting structure. So this is a very simple one, right? So here you will get to see the organization chart, starting with the CEO, how it just go down. Then there is BP, how many people under that BP. If you click on it, you will get to see that information. This is the entire organization chart. That's how it looks like. So if you want to see your organization structure, so this chart will be visible to you, and that's how it will be visible to you. Now go to position organization chart. It will reflect the position wise chart. So there is position wise and there is people wise. Click on any position. So under that position, how many people are there, right? So that's how it will be reflected to you. Now go to my team position. This will show your team's data. So there are 8 employees under you, and that's how it looks like. Now go to directory. So here you can find anybody, by putting just their name or username or person's ID, if you know. And then you will get to see all other information. So just write one name. You have seen Molly. Just write Molly here. Ly. It was not Ley. It was Ly. Yeah, Molly Hudson. So that's how you will get to explore the information for that particular person, right? So if you see the left hand side, it shows that whether that person is in office or out of office, on leave or not. Just scroll up. Just scroll up, right? Just below the icon where the image is visible, you get to see whether that person out of office, then that person's information, designation, business unit, department, and how many people are reporting to it. That is the information, piece of information, which is visible to everybody actually, if you explore about anyone, if you have access to it. Or maybe it will be limited to your information and to your peers information. That's it. Right now, go back again. Go back to the home page.
Move here.
No, go to where you selected the employee files. Go there.
This one, right?
Just next to SAP, there is org chart, which is visible. Click on drop down. Now, click on any other module. Maybe click on learning module. So what you guys can do, you can explore this environment on your own. I'll just put the what needs to be done, the assignment which is there for you, what you need to do, and just take a screenshot. Just work on it on real time. Take a screenshot of it, from where you will get all that information. Okay.
Should I stop sharing my
Yeah,
screen?
you can stop sharing, and rest of the people, you just explore this environment. Just explore everything. There is guided tour which tells you that what all things are there. So just try yourself and explore everything. And there is this assignment which I'm giving you, what you need to do. I'm just sharing my screen for that. So take 10 to 15 minutes to complete it, and then we're gonna have a short quiz about SAP success factors. So you all have understood what needs to be done? Yes, no, maybe, still confused.
Yeah, yes, Ruchi, got it.
You got it, right? So under this practical assignment, you need to search an employee. You can search any employee. There are a lot of dummy employee information which is available. You can search any employee, locate a specific employee using the search bar, and open their profile. You need to take the screenshots of each of your action. Okay. Then what you need to do, second step, is identify key details. You need to identify the employee's department. You need to identify the direct manager and position title for that person. Take a screenshot of that. Better if you highlight that information during this taking the screenshot. Then review the job information, navigate to the job information section, and record the key fields. What are the key fields which are there? You need to record it. You can take a screenshot and make a note of it. What are the key fields which are there? Okay. Then you need to check the workflow status. What are the pending or completed workflows associated with that employee? You need to take that screenshot. Okay, so quickly just go through this environment and prepare your own document. Then we are going to review it exactly after 10 minutes. That is at uh, just after 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm giving you 10 minutes to do so. If anybody gets stuck anywhere, have any question, they can ask. So are you guys done?
Actually, I'm not able to get the last one. Check workflow status.
Okay. How about others?
Yes, same. I am also stuck at that part.
Okay.
Workflow state.
Okay. Rest of the things all done.
Yes.
Okay. So can you just share your screen so that we can review it?
Here first. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you have searched the employee George. Okay. Then this is the personal data. Okay. And there is the job information. Reporting manager Molly. Okay. Okay.
The last one I was not able to get it.
But under this job information, you also needed to record the key fields. Did you record it? Did you
Key,
notice what are the key fields?
key fields like, for example,
Under the job information, what are the key fields?
key fields is the standard weekly hours and job title FT.
Hmm. So you
Yeah.
need to make a note of it for your understanding. So if you have to, or if somebody, you get a request, or if this person's job title gets changed, or job classification needs to be changed, right? So where you can go, and it should click in your mind where you should go and update it. That's why I would want you to make a note of it, not just taking the screenshot, but actually understanding what it contains, what this bucket contains when it
Okay.
comes to the job information.
Okay, like job title, pay grade, weekly
Correct.
hours,
Correct.
FT. These are
Correct. If that person's country change, right now this person is working in USA, that person goes to another country, let's suppose Malaysia, then that person's uh, current employment country will be changed. That is under job information, right?
okay, got it.
Yeah. So Ritik, keep on so how about others? I would want others also share your screen. Atish, have you completed this assignment?
I just need some time, Ruchi. I'll complete.
Okay. Shruti? Divya, Sakshi, have you completed?
Ruchi, I did the first two things, but the last two things I was not sure. So like I learned here, then I'm applying it.
So now you have understood?
Yeah, yeah, I got it.
You got it. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So Ritik, can you just share your screen? Let's just explore it together.
So,
Ruchi, I have if we need to update anything regarding any employee, like his marital status, his address, his phone number, something like that. Like, are we able to do that, or like maybe his location, something else? Like, can we do that?
So okay, let's do one thing, Sakshi. You share your screen and do it
Okay, sure.
yourself. Yeah. So let's suppose now you have this employee Molly. You need to update her phone number. That's your task, which you need to do. So share your screen and show us how will you do that. How a HR person will do that.
See, I have opened a job profile of called Jerry. So how can
No,
I
so
do
you need to update the contact number of Molly.
Okay, so like how can I do that?
You tell me.
I'm not sure about it.
You're not sure about it. How can you search a person? Tell me.
I
Yes.
simply like just
Yeah.
go there and I search his
Yes.
name.
Yes.
That's
Search the name.
okay.
Not Jerry. Molly. Molly की information update करनी है ना हमें. Yeah. Molly Huddleston. अब क्या update करना है इसका? We need to update her contact information, right?
Yeah.
So you can see her contact information under personal data.
Yes,
Right?
here it is.
Yes. You can see that pen button, which is the edit button actually. Yeah, click on
Oh,
it.
got it.
Yeah. That's how this button is reflected. I think across all the HRMS which are there. That's how you will get to know if you can get to see this button. You can update the information. Now update the phone number. Click on the phone number. Yeah, just update the last digit. Yeah, 88. Save it.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Got it? So that's how you can do it. Now, if I ask you to change the job title for this person, what would you do?
Okay.
Job title. Job title is not under personal data.
Like,
Where will you find
she-
yeah, right now it is being shown marketing manager. Let's suppose you
Okay,
need to
so how-
update it sales manager. Okay.
But there is no pen I can give, like as I can see here and here,
Okay.
but there is no. So how can
Okay.
I do that?
Okay. This is a question to rest of the people. How would you update the job title for this person?
Job data.
Sorry?
Go to job data.
Go to job data, Saxi.
And you need to update the job title of this particular person. Then you just go to job information. Job information view all.
Where? Sorry, I'm not able to see.
Click on view all.
You can see the first tile which is saying position and organization information. First tile.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can see view all on the lower left corner. Lower left
Yes.
corner, yes.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
click
click on
view all.
it. So here you will find the job title. But
Yes.
here's the catch. You're not able to change it because you don't have edit access to it. So that's how the that's how the role of accesses works here. If your
But
role
in the
is
real
set,
time, you will have it, right, Ruchi?
it depends again on your role, whether you have that or not, right? So if your organization permits you to update this information, there are bigger organizations who really don't you want to keep it very central, like only one team should be responsible for updating all this information. It should not be in the hand of HR or somebody else, or in the hand of manager, right? So that's how it works. But if your org structure is different, then they may let you to do so. But again, depends on the organization structure and policy.
But the key thing is that if I need to update, then that is the process, right?
Yeah, that is a process. That's where you will find it, and that's how where
See, if somebody gets promotion in my company and like I need to update it, so like do I have to report my senior manager or somebody who has the access? But if I don't have it, I can't do that.
Okay, so let me tell you how these systems work, how these bigger system works whenever anybody is getting promoted, because I have done that personally. So जब भी किसी की promotion होती है, it happens in bulk. It doesn't happen one by one. वो होता है interim cases पे किसी एक की हो गई. तो उसका क्या होता है, whenever the letter is getting uploaded in the system, by default when the letter is getting uploaded, their information is getting updated in the SAP at the back end. So वो एक automatic workflow है that runs behind the scene whenever you are pushing the letters in the system. That's how it works. So आपको वो manually जाके नहीं करना है. In extreme scenarios where it is happening, where that mechanism is not working, then a person has to go and do it manually. But ultimate goal है to reduce all these transactions. HR को should not be doing all these transactional work, should not be piled up with all these works. They should more be focusing on the strategic part. So that's why we have these automated system in place where everything is happening automatically. Like workflows are set there, you just need to perform one action, and that's how the action will be performed and information will be updated in the system. So अगर किसी की promotion हो रही है, let's suppose if that person falls under your span, एक central team होगी who is taking care of the letters. They will push the letter in the system, and then that's how the system will automatically update the information, and you will get a notification. And you can basically fetch the report of it, how many designations have been updated, or if there is any discrepancy, which you can notify back to that team.
Got it.
Got it?
Yep. Thank
Any
you.
other questions? हाँ, अब आते हैं, you were talking about the workflows. So एक काम करो, go back to the home page. जो login करने के बाद तो home page, which not this home page, when you logged in, that home page. Yeah. इसमें go to explore history records of job information. Go to that. I think you need to use some other browser. Use a different browser.
Is it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, can you go to pending workflows? So that's how you will get to see the information of all the pending workflows, how many requests were sent, how many are approved, what are the actions that are required. So if you click on it, there is a leave which was applied by Molly, and his current approver is Jerry, which is his manager, which is pending at Jerry's end, which was initiated back on 19th June, right? So that's how you will get to see how many workflows which are still pending and how many workflows which got approval. So that's how you will get to see all this information.
Sakshi, can you show these steps once again?
Like first you need to go to this. This one, explore history records of job information. Then we need to go pending workflows. And here you will get all the data.
Got it. So anybody has any other questions? Now you know that you know where to go, where to update the information. So if I ask you, if you're, if as a manager I ask you that, can you just help me with the comp information for a particular person? How would you explore that? Where would you go and check it and tell your manager? So I want to know the compensation of Jerry.
So you will click employee file. Now you can check the compensation part. People profile. Under the people profile, you can check the compensation part.
I believe like once we search the employee's profile, like we need to go to the people profile as he said, and then clicking on the employment
Just show
information.
me.
Under that
Just
we
show me.
can.
Show me. Show me.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Suppose I search Molly again.
No, so this time you need to find the compensation details of Jerry. I want Jerry's compensation, not Molly's.
Okay.
Here it is not visible, Ruchi. We will have to take another step.
Not visible here. Okay. Now do one thing. जहाँ से employee file select किया है, select compensation.
Okay.
Do you get any detail where you can put this person's name?
I'm not able to like search it if I'm entering it.
So it means that he is someone who is not falling under your span, or his trial environment, maybe the access is not being given. That's why the compensation is not visible to you.
Okay.
Okay, so that could be a possible reason, but that's how you can find the compensation, either by directly going to the compensation module, or simply by searching that employee, and then in his profile itself you will get to see the comp detail.
Okay, I have a doubt here.
Hmm.
See, if my reporting manager says to me that that we need to hire 2 employees, like basically 2 new employees, and
Hmm.
in my HMS tool, he says that go and check the information. Like all the information is provided here. That for what designation, for what department, and all the things are there. Then you just need to check it, and you just like give me a candidate. So how can I check that information? कि कैसे कहाँ मैं देख सकती हूँ कहाँ पे वो information given है कि whom we need to hire.
Whom we need to hire. Okay,
Or
so this is
where are open
okay.
vacancies available.
Okay, so this is वैसे when you go to your home page, जब आपने होम पेज go to employee files, और वहाँ पे job requisition का एक टाइल था, right? There you will get to see how many requisitions are raised, right? In need attention में you get to see job requisition, right? And how many days it is pending for.
Yes.
Now, if you are a recruiter, if you have that role, then it is visible here. But again, you need to understand the difference. I told you that SAP success factors have different modules. When I say different modules, so recruitment is one of their module, right? which has information related to the candidates, hiring positions, and statuses. Everything will be under that. When it comes to the Employee Central has the information about all the existing employees. Okay. Then it comes to the another module, which is Talent management has the information regarding their performances, learning and development, succession planning, and everything, right? This is another view. So that's how it works. The view, or based on the access, the role that you have, that's how the view will be there, and you can click on that view, and that's how that information will be reflected to you. Right now, what you're seeing what an HR person will get to see. If you're handling somebody, what is the view that will be reflected to you, right? Similarly, you get to see this recruiting. Here you will get to see all the information. You need to select that particular tab, and that's where you will get to see all the information.
Okay, got it.
Got it? Any other questions from anyone?
Basically, HRMS tools, in which one of them is SAP, HCM, and this.
Yes.
So every organization can choose their own enterprise platforms, right?
Yeah, depending upon their requirement. So अब SAP का क्या है ना, like it can be accessed centrally from anywhere, and you can manage your workforce if they are scattered across the geography. So that's why most of the larger organizations are moving towards SAP success factors. Another is Workday, which is widely being used by the
Correct.
organizations, right? So Workday भी आजकल बहुत in है. फिर उसके अलावा there is Oracle HCM, which is being used by the organizations depending upon the geography, right? So it purely depends, but majorly you will get to hear about SAP and SAP success factors most commonly, and people are doing their certifications like anything these days.
So all these platforms more or less have the same kind of intent, right? Like having their dashboards, data, and everything organized in a different
As I
way.
said, the mechanism behind all these, the working style of all these applications or tools more or less are similar. It's just the complexity which will be different. So basis on the needs, that complexity will be there. So let's suppose if there is any organization which has only 100 employees, and you are using a system like Kika, or anything else, then the complexity will be lower as compared to these systems.
One of my interview questions was, what are the HR platforms that you have worked on?
Hmm.
So this is more like all of this, right? Like SAP, Workday,
How
and
you should answer such questions, like even if you don't have working exposure, but you understand the mechanism behind it, so you confidently should be answering in such a manner that if I can manage one of the tool, I have already worked with that, and I understand all other HRMSs are working in a similar manner. I have understanding of it. I have tried this, I have tried this. So I understand that's not really very challenging to explore anything else. It just takes few couple of days to understand the platform, and that's how it works. If you understand one platform, then you can work with any other platform very well. It's just with confidence, if you give this answer, it will work.
got it.
Got it? And yeah, most of the time this question is being asked. Okay, so let's just go ahead with a quick let me just share my screen now. So is platform co, you have the credentials, you can explore it more. One more thing which this platform has, and if you get time, I would want you to do that, because that will give you a very deep understanding of SAP success factors. Uska ek free course hai, which is available on this trial version. So I think that course would be of 5 hours of duration. So whenever you get some time, just divide your time and get a deeper understanding of success factors. That is really going to help each one of you. उसी पेज में है, just if you scroll down you will get to see that course. Now there is this take home assignment for all of you which you need to do. You can spend another 10-15 minutes after this session. What do you need to do? You need to explore this trial version of success factors. You need to prepare. You need to first take the screenshot of any employee profile. Then you need to take the screenshot of the organization chart for that particular employee. How does the organization structure looks like for that person, right? Then you need to explain 3 things. You need to explain what really impressed you the most in this portal, how it is different from SAP HCM, and how can HR team benefit from it. Just 1 point for each and you're good. So you have understood the take home assignment, what needs to be done?
Yes, Ruchi, got it.
Got it? So again, you need to prepare, either you can make a PPT for that, you can prepare a Word file for that, whatever is comfortable to you. But you need to answer these 3 questions. Is someone asking any question?
Yes, I'm asking. Is this an AI platform, the Qt that you have prepared?
Sorry?
Prepared by AI platform that you are using?
I am not able to hear you properly, Ritik.
The platform which you are logging in, is this an AI platform?
Success factors.
No, not this one. Kahoot.
Which?
The
Kahoot?
screen, yeah.
Okay, my screen is visible to you. It's a very good platform for running the
I
quizzes.
use this platform to conduct my employee activities actually.
Yeah, this is a very interactive platform. AI is also integrated in that. It's not purely AI because this exists before that. Okay, so what do you need to do? You need to quickly scan the code and log into this. Then we will start quick quiz. What we learned today. So use your phone to scan the code and just log in. Let's see what you have learned. Hurry up, everyone. I could only see Divya and then Shruti. Rest of the people quickly scan the code and join. Sakshi joined. देखते हैं आज कौन जीतता है.
Scan it.
What happened? What is the issue that you're facing? Are you using your phone to scan it?
My phone. When I open my camera,
or maybe if you're not able to scan from your phone, then try to join from the website itself and put the game pin. Use your laptop for that. Give it a try. Who has not joined yet? Atish, I can't see you there. Okay, Ritik has joined. How about Atish? just starting, Atish. If you really want to join, then you can just check the details. It's visible in the here. So let's start with the first question. Which module serves as the core HR database in SuccessFactors? Okay, 2 people answered the question. Employee Central, which is the correct answer. Let's look at the leaderboard. And Shruti is leading. Let's go to the next question. What does ESS stands for? Okay, most of the people replied employee self-service, which is the correct answer. Let's look at the leaderboard. Oh, now Divya is leading. Okay, let's go to the next question. Who primarily uses MSS? Okay, so most of the people answer manager, which is the correct answer. Now let's look at the leaderboard again. And Divya is leading again. Here's the last question. Which pair is correct about traditional SAP HCM and SAP SuccessFactors? Okay, so most of the people responded all of the above. One person chose the incorrect. However, the pairs which are given here, it just actually everything is true about traditional SAP HCM and SAP SuccessFactors. So let's look at the leaderboard. Who actually won? At third position, there is Shruti. Second, there is Sakshi. And at first position, Divya. Perfect. Congratulations, Divya.
Thank you.
Perfect. So, I would highly recommend all of you to do the SAP course, which is there, which is of 5 hours. You will get a better understanding, deeper understanding of SAP SuccessFactors. And trust me, अगर आपने इसके बारे में knowledge gain कर ली, then it would be very, very easy for you to handle any other HRMS, because this is I would say dinosaur, and rest of the HRMS are very small. So अगर इसके बारे में you get the understanding, it will be very easy for you to deal or handle any other HRMS.
Shruti, can you please repeat and where I can do that 5-hour
वो
SCBS?
जो ट्रायल आपको लिंक जो the link which has been shared with you, if you can share your screen, I can guide you. Just share your screen and go to that trial version of SuccessFactors.
I'm sharing.
Yeah. So you need to go to not here, the link which was shared. Just click on that link. Homepage. Welcome to your SuccessFactors. I think वो उस tab में वो खुला है. Can you go to that next tab? इसी ब्राउजर में next tab जो था. Yeah, this one. Scroll down. Scroll down. Not up, scroll down. Scroll down. ये है ना SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central Core Administration free course.
Okay, so do I like need to watch any videos, or like do I need to read some modules? How can I
इसमें
learn that?
so इसमें basically it's a blended content. It has text, it has videos also, so you can refer either of these. If you are short of time, you can refer to their videos, and if you really want someone who really would like to read instead of scrolling the reels, you can log in from your phone, and you can read the content. So that's how you can do. The feature is not available where you can live perform these, or you can see on real time basis, because that feature is not there. Uske liye subscription lena padta hai, which is very expensive. So this is something which is a free course which will help you to get an understanding how SAP works, and behind the scene how it works, how it is configured, how it works, how the objects really interact with each other, and how the actions are being performed. So basic understanding of SAP success factors you will get from here. Little
I think
deeper
that is great.
yeah,
Definitely, I would do that.
yeah, little deeper than what I explained to you. I have given an overview of this platform. Now you will get little deeper understanding of it if you go through this course.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much for informing us.
Perfect. So how was the session today? How would you rate out of 1 to 5? आप लोग बोलते हो
For
ना कि
me, it was
प्रैक्टिकल
a
होना चाहिए.
yes. For me, it is a solid 4.5, I would say, because it was not like a traditional theory class that we just need to listen and listen.
Hmm.
Quite interactive, quite participating class, and overall, yes, it is a good big yes from me.
Okay, perfect. How about others? कुछ समझ आया सक्सेस फैक्टर्स के बारे में? नहीं आया? Still confused, still wondering what alien it is?
Yes, and Ruchi, it was wonderful session.
Okay.
Actually, I don't believe. Actually, I have always learned any platform by using it myself in the organization.
Hmm.
You cannot just learn in one go.
Yeah, that's true. That's how it works. So अगर आप सोचो कि आप इंटरव्यू में बोलोगे कि मैंने ये प्लेटफॉर्म यूज किया है, वो प्लेटफॉर्म यूज किया है, until unless you have such a huge experience which has really helped you to explore all these platforms, then so you can tell that. But usually if you don't have that sort of understanding, or you have not explored such platforms, but by getting understanding of working into one platform, that will really suffice to answer your question in the interview, because you know the mechanism behind one, right? You can explain it very well for others also.
Yeah, absolutely right, Ruchi.
Yeah.
Ruchi,
Hi,
have we
Ruchi.
covered like
I
all
have
the
been
topics of this, or we need to have like another class for SAP?
For SAP, this is all done. So what
Okay.
was actually there in the curriculum was to give you understanding about the traditional SAP HCM, and introducing you to the concept of SAP success factors. So this is all done here.
actually I have platforms knowingly or unknowingly. I just realized it today. Across my organization, we have multiple platforms like for RMS to update certain data of the candidates, and one more tool also for the e-separation of employees. There were few platforms that I was using, but obviously the user interface is different. I mean, it's much more different for every organization.
Hmm. Hmm. So
So,
usually, what happens, like in smaller organization, they have their in-house applications. So for every talent life cycle, like for onboarding, they have a different application. For offboarding, they have a different application. For payroll, they have a different application. So it's like everything is scattered. So all
correct.
these HRMS, they put together all these pieces together, so that HR don't have to struggle much, and they can perform all the actions in the one platform itself, which is all integrated. So अगर एक information कहीं update किया, it should be reflected across the talent life cycle.
Correct.
Yeah.
Ruchi, are any organizations still using the T codes and the traditional SAP?
Yes, they are. There are, like this migration actually takes a lot of time. This is is not something that can be done overnight, because this is such a big system, which if anybody would like to implement across 2 lakh employees, let's suppose, so they have to do a lot of, first they need to have proper people who are upskilled, like they know this platform very well, how to work on that. So still there are organizations who are still working with traditional SAP HCM, and most of the organization, how they are working these days. So for as employee central, they are using SAP success sectors, and for payroll they are still using traditional SAP, and they have integrated it together right now. So most of the organizations are working in this manner right now. I am not able to hear you, Shruti. Your voice is pretty low.
We have in-house platforms for TA.
Oh, okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so guys, I think it's time to wrap up this session. If you don't have any further questions, if you have, I'm still available for next couple of minutes. Else we are good to.
Can you give
wind
a
up.
heads up what is going to be in the next class?
What is going to be in next class? That's a good question, but I can't really give you heads up about that because I have not received that information yet. So I believe the right person to connect for your next class is your mentor.
Good.
Okay. Perfect. So thank you guys. Have a great week ahead.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.